I hope you run into ace jack or an overpair.
10,000.
Wow.
Well, it's a nice bet from Lelouch there, because it means if somebody's got an overpair on the jack, that they're going to get so committed to the pot that he's going to have all the chips before they realise that they've run into a set. You know, a lot of players like to check raise with the set.
Re-raise up to 20,000.
This is huge. This is
Pass.
huge for the French team. And Lelouch has manufactured this play by betting out with the set rather than check raising with it. Like if Lelouch has checked here, let Kim bet and then raised him, it's an easy pass for Kim. But because Lelouch has bet out here, he's got Kim to put chips into this pot that he never would in normal circumstances.
Cool.
Oh, and now he's just going for the whole hog here. Christophe desperately in need of a 9. France looking
Oh my God.
very strong until that
Check.
card came and set over set. Well, that's just a cold deck almost.
Well, Lelouch
20,000.
has been trapping here with the 3-4s. But it's most unfortunate the trap has just sprung on him.
The only good news right now for Anthony Lelouch is he started this hand with more chips. And how's he just called, Parg? What is he sent something?
No, I think he's still trapping here.
Might just move
All of France will hope a club might help. No.
Check.
Oh,
Well, Kim Christophe is going to bet them all.
Yeah, the red one is nice.
No, he's not.
you know, it's
10,000.
almost impossible for Lelouch not to do all his chips here. Oh my God! What a play!
I don't. I'm confused, Parg. There's only like 3 hands out there that beat him, and he's just called on the river.
Nines.
Masterful. Kim Christophe has.
I think we've just seen the play of the tournament,
good.
Jesse.
Did you show him? Gonna show that.
Yeah.
Check fours.
He just made the only mistake he made in that pot, and that was just showing the 3-4s on the river. Just couldn't help himself. It's all part of being French.
Huge pot for Denmark, but the fact that Lelouch is still in this, looking at that leaderboard, is a story in itself.
Pass.
2 blinds out there with the 2 team captains, and that's a breath of fresh air for Jurgensen. He'll quickly get busy with the hooks.
Raise to 13,000 total.
4 plus 9. Bit of
Pass.
an odd number.
Pass.
Well, Claude did very well with the 4-5 suited.
I think he may decide there's too big a gap between the 4 and the 7 suited.
Pass.
Oh boy. There's the last thing Gus wants to do is fold right now.
He was probably wishing there was one of the French guys who put in the race in the first
Oh.
place.
So Hansen will peel off a fly. Jurgensen.
I don't think you're going to see anybody get eliminated in this hand.
Oh,
Well, maybe.
soon.
if this was Denmark against France, Jesse, this would be a hell of a situation. But
It kind of is right now. What's going to happen?
I think Gus is going to lose a few chips to Theo.
14,000.
Interesting. Does Theo decide to alert his team captain that he don't want him to lose any more chips to him by putting in a big raise here?
Well, if he goes all in, how can Gus Hansen fold here?
Call.
I think the discretion is the better side of valor here. I think we're going to see check.
Nobody seems to know what to do.
Well, you know, probably Gus Hansen thinks he's got the best hand here, and he's trying not to bust his buddy.
It's a very tricky situation.
Well, not really. I think most of these tricky situations have been dealt with by the check system. Come on, boys.
Kind of safe to say this situation neither has been in before, though. I mean, You know, this team poker just starting to take off, and Gus Hansen has just stuck in. There is no way Theo Jurgensen can fold.
This is very bad news for the Danish team.
Well, one of Danish members can have a whole load of chips, and unless it comes a king on the river, it's going to be Theo Jurgensen. I believe Gus Hansen will be left with a pickle anyway, having Theo Jurgensen covered. But
You know, we have seen historically in this kind of team event that you're better off having, if you've got 200,000 between two players from the same team, that you're better off having them evenly distributed, rather than have one guy 200,000 and the other guy doing an interview.
so the French side delighted at that turn of events, Park.
Yeah, they look really pleased, don't they?
Both Gus and Theo are players who know how to use big chip leads, and with the blinds getting up, it could work out for them.
To play in a team is definitely new for us. But still, I think the Danish team is going to be more of playing it individually and then trying not to kill each other.
Poker is an individual sport, so it's definitely going to be a little different task at hand playing as a team, because the primary goal is for either me or one of my teammates to win, and the secondary goal is to win yourself, but the primary is to win for the team, so it's going to change the strategy a little bit, but I think we got it down.
What a game. Superstardom everywhere you look in this Denmark versus France matchup. The French captain, Claude Cohen, has plenty to say, but the steely gaze of the dangerous Dane, will that take the day?
No one to play with? There's always PartyPoker.com.
What a huge cold deck flop there for Theo Jurgensen. And he is now on 156,000. Gus Hansen down to about a 30 ball.
You know, I think if the Danish players had played a heat, if this may be a semi-final or a quarter-final, they would have worked out from the heat that a check is a very good idea.
Pass.
And Lou should get busy here.
Raise to 11,000 total.
It was only the third set there.
Pass.
Lelouch may have been liable to fold Theo Jurgensen's hand. Claude Cohen had bet it.
There's
All in here?
I think there is only one move here. Gus will be anxious to double through somebody.
7,000 on Gus Hansen. And, yeah, all in, he says. And is it an automatic call for Lelouch is the
30,000
question.
total.
No, I don't think so. I think
26.
Gus has got enough chips there to ask a serious question.
Maybe why he moved all in.
Lelouch maybe...
26 to call.
Charvet's having to think about this with a deuce 5.
I can't.
Pass.
Now, Lelouch may think that doubling up Gus Hansen is not exactly the best
19.
tactic for the team at the moment. But
Call. 30 total, yeah.
No, I have also.
you know, you could have made a case for either play
Maybe
there.
one cut less. Oh, yeah.
Lelouch says best he could have hoped for the 50-50 shot. And he will take this chance to knock out the Danish player. Hansen just needs to hold him.
Both of these players are pretty good at the 50-50 shots. This could be a classic confrontation.
The Danish captain, first player all in this heat. Needs 5. Ooh, bad flop for Denmark.
10,
10 has hit Lelouch, and now Gus Hansen down to 1 and 2 sixes.
And if the 6 doesn't
Okay.
come, one of the most dangerous players in the world will be the first man out.
9.
3 10s beat 2 6s, and Gus Hansen, the Danish captain, is going to leave it to his 2 compatriots to take Denmark forward. France now in very good nick.